What's up, family? Welcome to the Mental Game Podcast, man. Hey, I know y'all don't see anybody in studio with me right now, but in a little bit you will. I got a special guest this week. Y'all tune in. Did it do the countdown?
Think so.
Oh yeah, it did. Life's a mental game. You need the right mentality to survive. What's up, family?
What's going
As
on,
y'all
bro?
can see, I got a very special guest on here today. I got my cousin, big cousin, blood cousin.
Already.
You know what I'm saying? Not a lot of gang stuff going on, a whole lot of family stuff going on today, man.
For
What's
sure.
up, cuz? How you doing, man?
Good, man. How you? Thanks for having me on your platform, man. I really appreciate it.
Ain't no problem, man. Ain't no problem, man. It's always a blessing to be able to have your family on here, man. You know, to be able to share what you're trying to do, what you're trying to build.
No doubt.
Or, you know, I have a brother of mine that says trying is a failing word, but you know what I'm saying, we putting these thoughts into action. You know what I'm saying? I got my cousin on the podcast. Very special. My cousin Abdul here. He's just like me, man. He's a girl dad. You know what I'm saying? You only got girls, right?
I only got one girl, actually.
Only got one girl. Yeah. Same here. I only got one girl.
One girl.
So, you know what I'm saying? We girl dads, man. We out here like Kobe, man.
Same years, too. Both same years.
Yeah, exactly.
14.
We had girls the same year.
14.
Yep, they both 14. So, basically, you know, this episode we're gonna be talking about, you know, we're gonna touch on it. That's like our main topic. We're gonna be talking about being a girl dad and the challenges that you face. You know, being a father of, you know, a teenager. You know, also, you know, coming up and raising them in this society that we got going on now. But first, I want to get these things out the way. You know, tell everybody happy New Year, happy New Year. Want to shout out to April birthdays. You know, this month coming to an end. Shout out to all the April birthdays.
Your April birthday, right?
Oh yeah, my birthday. I started it off, man. I came in here and I don't know, man. I kind of like my birthday, man. Sometimes.
Why you say that?
You know what I'm saying? But it's a unique birthday, so like it always comes and goes. You know what I'm saying? It's like, hey, happy birthday, and then I'm sitting there looking at everybody else's birthday celebration, and I'm like, man, that shit already passed, man.
Right.
Yeah, happy birthday. I'm sitting here shooting off happy birthdays to everybody else. Pause if needed. But yeah, man, that birthday too. But you know, I would just want to tell all these listeners, you know, tell everybody thank you, man, for this week. We hit a milestone on YouTube. We got over 10,000 views just within the last 2 weeks.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? So, you know, the channel is definitely growing, definitely growing, man. So, you know, that's a blessing in itself, man. We got to keep it up, keep going, and you know, keep striving for greatness, and so on and so forth, man. And just another thing, I want to shout out the feature product of the week. Dang, I wasn't prepared, man. I thought I pulled everything up. Featured product of the week is, let's see, man. Featured product of the week is the shout out to all the queens out there. I'm gonna put it up on the screen. The queen mentality all over print tee, man. You know, just a representation of a heart with a crown on it. You know what I'm saying? That's what I think about. You know, that's my representation of a queen mentality. You know, cool little shirt. My sister-in-law loves it. She always wears it. She wears it so much she's gonna have to buy another one. So shout out to all the queens out there, man. I appreciate y'all. Much love to y'all. And yeah, man, go ahead and grab y'all that queen mentality tee. But all right, man. On my cousin, go ahead and introduce yourself, Abdul. Tell the people who you are, where you came from, where you hail from, any funny stories you got.
Definitely got some funny stories. We'll get into that. I'm Abdul. We all from New Orleans, of course. You know, a girl dad, in love with being a girl dad. Wouldn't want it no other way, to be honest with you. And living life, man. I'm blessed. Can't complain at all.
Absolutely.
Like I said, I appreciate you having me on the platform. What's funny, bro?
What you got?
Like, so I've been watching your podcast and stuff, and I was thinking one day, that's just going to show you how God works, bro. I was thinking one day, I said, damn, it'd be cool to, click up with Cuz to get on this podcast. I like what he's doing over there. And just out the blue, Aunt Alice hit me up. Asking me have I, spoken to my dad or whatever. And then she bring up you in the podcast. I was like, wow, that's crazy. So of course, I jumped on opportunity right away and was,
Absolutely.
Glad to do that with you, bro.
Oh, man, I'm glad you hit me up, man. I always that's my nan. And she's always been the person to look out for me. And I know we all don't talk that much. We all don't get to talk that much. Every time the storm kind of like broke everything up, and I just be understanding, like, we all living our lives, and we all grown and doing our own thing in different places. I don't be wanting to bother people. You know what I'm saying? So I just be like, I'll just be trying to let everybody do their thing. But I know the stars always align, man. But shame on me, man. Let me tell you, I'm telling on myself real quick, fam. Man, I'm always. It's been like I know you hear me talk about my podcast. I'm always in Florida. Every year I'm in Florida. I have yet to link up with my cousin yet, man. That's shame on me. I'll be out there having too much fun, man. But we supposed to be doing it again this year, man.
I saw that you coming out here. I saw you mention on one of your shows recently that your vacation gonna be in Orlando.
Oh yeah. I don't want to put the dates out there. I don't want nobody come try to rob me while I'm out of town.
Well, you know to hit my line. This where I'm at. This where I'm at.
Nah, but I'm gonna be sure to hit you up, man, as soon as I touch down. I'm gonna let you know the details, of course, after this when we off the air.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't want people nobody fill my house with ransackery. They're like, oh, he ain't gonna be there, man. Let's hit him up.
Right. You know what? I'm gonna start it off with a funny story.
What you got? Right? Come on with it,
cuz. When we were kids, like 5, because I think I'm about probably 3 or 4 years older than you.
Yeah.
So when we were kids, you would be by Uncle Johnny's house in the East. And I remember him staying out there in the East. And I remember playing with you and Kimmy, right? So full circle moment. We at Easton. Shout out Warren Easton, 3019.
Shout out Fighting Eagles. Yes, indeed. Crazy. We went to the same school too.
Yeah, went to the same high school. But the funny thing about this story, bro, what middle school you went
to? Shoot.
Because I don't know why I thought you went to Marshall.
Nah. Because I was supposed to go to Fanny, but I ended up going to Fanny. I went to a private school.
Because I went to Fanny
for a little bit.
So you come to Easton, I think this show's freshman year, and I'm a senior.
Oh, yeah.
But we already, I don't know how it happened, but I already got cool with you. I said, take little dude under my wing. I like him. And funny story, I moved in with my dad the last part of my senior year. I'm over at my grandmother's house. We call her Nana.
Right.
You know that.
Yeah.
Man, when you go to your family house you haven't seen in a minute, y'all scrolling through pictures, you looking at this picture on the wall, all of the graduation pictures of all of our aunts and uncles and everything, right? So, man, I see this picture, and I'm like, hold on, wait a minute, turn that back. I said, man, that's JJ from my school. That's my little partner. And my dad's like, that's your little partner? I said, yeah, that's my little partner at school. How y'all know him? He's like, boy, that's your cousin. That's your Uncle Johnny's son. Bro, when he said that's your Uncle Johnny's son, everything just came back. I'm like, yo, that's crazy. Wait till I get to school and tell him this. I'm like, man, we're first cousins. You know
first
what I mean?
cousins.
But I thought that was funny, man. Full circle moment.
Man, yeah, for sure. But I mean, I don't know how I could forget because I don't have a lot of my funny stories. I probably done forgot, man. Everything's such a blur. But I remember, my first memory of y'all, man, when y'all was I just know we was at y'all house and we was sitting at the table all playing and stuff. And then it's like fast forward, boom. It's like, damn. But I always knew who y'all were.
Yeah.
You, Malik, Jamal. We see y'all pictures all the time because we was always at Nana house. So
For sure.
We knew who y'all was, man. It's just that everybody was just
Right.
kind of
But in
spaced
high
out a little bit.
school, we didn't know that.
Nah, we didn't.
By the time we were in high school, you look different from when you look,
Yeah,
when we were
yeah,
little kids. You know
yeah,
what I'm
for
saying?
sure. Yeah, I was a little chubby. I was a little chubby fat kid then.
I wasn't gonna say that, but you said it. You heard me?
And look, I said to you, gotta tell the truth. And the truth shall set you free.
For sure, man.
Nah, but man, dude. And how long ago was that? How long? That was
That was 20
2004.
years ago, bro.
Dang, man, you put an age on it. Golly.
Dang.
I feel so old now,
Man, we
man.
young,
But
man.
yes, indeed. Nah, I'm still class. I tell my mama all the time. Every time she asks me, she be like, "How old you are this year?" I'm 22, just like I was last 10 years.
Bro. Straight
Nah, I
up.
can't. I be trying not to. I mean, I claim the experience, but I just don't take I don't take the age. Like now, I'm 22.
Yeah.
But I'm blessed to see 34. I'm still doing
Yeah.
and reinventing and doing what I need to do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But how was
33
your
years.
week? How
I'll
was
be
your week?
30. I'll be 37. What you say?
30. Yeah. See, you are 3 years older than me.
Yeah.
For sure. How was your week?
Man, it was good, man. But not so good. My Lakers losing and everything. It looked like my brother Malik. Shout out my brother Malik. Him and my cousin Akil, they in our little group chat roasting me about the GOAT.
Uh
I bet it. But it look like we may get swept. Hopefully it don't happen though. But outside of that, man, blessed, working, maintaining, taking care of my baby girl. Same
For sure. Man, my week's been crazy, son. Like my truck broke down.
Oh no.
That's why I was scrambling, to get everything going and ready. Cause like really, man, sometimes I get offset, cause your schedule be so tight during the week as like being a truck driver, like having to meet some of the customers I have, you got to meet deadlines, you got to be there before a certain time, and like the company I work for, it's only like the drivers in my area is only 3 of us, so we kind of got like certain little. We kind of pressed for time, you know what I'm saying? Like, so you trying to do all these things and get all these stops done, and it's just not enough time in the day. And you know what I'm saying, when you have a breakdown, man, I mean that just puts your whole day off. And like, my dispatchers, my fleet manager, I mean, it's out of their control. You know what I'm saying? It's really in the mechanic's hands at that point. But like, they keep the schedule the same. They don't even try to change the schedule. They're like, well, he can still make it. Like, and then the next day, it's just like a big inconvenience because there's like,
you drive in the state though, or you go out of the state?
I go out of state when I go because we got a couple of stops in Louisiana. I was actually in Louisiana this morning.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out there to South Louisiana to make a delivery. Can't say what I deliver because I don't want one of my coworkers to he going on social media saying what he do. Like but I just put it like this. I make sure everybody got clean water. And no, I don't work for Azaka or anybody like that, or Sparklets or whoever the leading company anywhere else is. But I make sure everybody got clean water. But yeah, man, it's crazy. Like one little breakdown. But I had to get towed in and everything, man. I think what I'm saying, that was like a 17-hour day, man. I was tired. And then I had to get up the next day. I was productive. I got to work on my bike. Since I went into work late, I had to rebuild my fuel pump. And so I was glad I was able to do that. But then I still had to go into work late the next day. So yeah, that was my week, son. It was crazy. It was. I don't know how else to describe it, man. But what are you doing nowadays, son? What do you do for work?
Man, I work for a payroll company, and
Okay.
I'm an account manager for a payroll company.
Big time money, man. You all hear that?
Probably the biggest payroll company out there.
Huh?
Yeah, ADP.
Oh man. See, hey, look. Hey, now y'all know, man. Now who not to mess with, man. Y'all checks gonna come up short. Yeah, people be looking for y'all W-2s. Don't mess with my cousin. I make a phone
Right.
call. It's like,
I'm
why
saying, man,
W-2s? They be like, yeah,
employee.
you
I
remember
do
that
the
money you owe
employee
me?
ones, not the employees. So
Ah,
yeah,
well, you stop all of it. Like, hey man, short these checks over here. These 3 checks. These 3 people checks. If I call you, son, and I be like, hey man, these people over here at such and such, man, short them, man. Short
you know
they
what I'm
check.
saying?
Don't let it hit till next week. I
You
want
stop
them to
out.
feel me. I want them to feel what I'm talking about, man.
Right.
But yeah, man. You got any hobbies?
Man,
What's there to do out there in Florida,
I
man?
still trying to get it in with some flag football,
For sure.
play basketball every now and then with my nephews, Malik now. Me and my daughter, we like our little mini golf.
Right?
Be tearing her out the frame. I don't be taking her
Oh
right on
man.
the ball. She gotten better as the years have gone on, don't get me wrong, but that and some bowling every now and then, you know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I try to stay active, try to stay busy outside of work for sure.
for sure. So y'all got like a special day that you and your daughter do these things?
Well,
Or
we
it's
try
just
to do
Saturday month?
something, if not every weekend, man, probably like every other weekend, every third weekend. I mean, I get it every week. So,
Right.
um, we try to, so another thing is she in volleyball. So we definitely
Okay.
go out there and get it in on the volleyball court too. That's a
Man,
story to tell you about that one, man. That's
when I'm out there in Florida, man, I'm gonna have to have Yaya talk to Nana about playing volleyball because I want her to do something else besides dance. I mean, I really want her to run track because like
yeah.
I'm pretty fast. I'm pretty
But to be
fast.
honest with you though, with Ayana, man, it's funny. So her mom is the one that had like a deal with her that she had to play a sport.
Okay.
Her mom was really shooting for her to play volleyball. So this in the
Okay.
middle of the school year. This probably around October, right?
Right.
So she tries out for the volleyball team, but as I'm driving her to school on the day of tryouts. I was like, Ayana, you ain't really trying to make the team, are you? She was like, no, Papi, I ain't trying to make the team.
Dang.
I said, Ayana, they may pick you anyway because you're tall. You know what I mean? I'm tall, so she got my height.
Oh yeah, she's
You know,
shooting
right.
like
Ayana's already 5'8", 5'9".
uh-huh.
Yeah, so they put on a team for her potential, right?
Right.
Man, the first game, JJ,
Oh,
Ayana
pause.
first serve. I hate to do it to her, but I'm gonna do it to her. I love her. Boy, that first serve went from here to here. Like about as big as this
Oh
swing.
man.
I said, oh no. I said, oh no, we can't do this. Boy, right after that game, we went and got a ball. We started getting it in every single weekend.
Oh
Each week,
son.
each week she got better and better, man. Each week she got better and better. She got more confident out there.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like she even won this trophy at the award ceremony. Most improved player trophy. Her first time
Listen,
ever playing.
look, it was a setup. She did
Yeah,
bad
man.
on purpose so she get that trophy.
You know what
Let
I'm
me
saying?
find out.
But it was a good season nonetheless, man. So she's gonna try to play for a high school that she's gonna go to.
Okay. All right. All
We got
right. Well, I'm trying to get mine to run track, man.
run
I
track.
like
Ayana ain't about to run no track.
why not?
She ain't fast.
She ain't
Don't like to
fast.
run.
She ain't get that.
Nah, she don't like no baby don't like to run.
Man, mine don't like to run, but she quick. She is quick, man.
She like any sport at all?
Man, like right now it's she cause at first it was like dance and basketball. And
For
she was
basketball.
like, she's kinda like, I wanna play basketball, but I don't
Mm-hmm.
wanna play basketball. I wanna play basketball, but I don't want to. And it's just like it's like even this year, her last year in middle school, I was like, you gotta play something. I said, at least run track. I said, all right,
Right.
it can't be hard. All you doing is running. I mean, it's not really and then let's be honest, in middle school it's really like in Texas, as far as middle school, the only things that I've seen is competitive is maybe football, boys football, boys basketball, girls
Definitely football.
basketball, and volleyball.
Mm.
Everything else is kind of like is everything else. If somebody's real good in middle school, it's like raw talent. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Especially in track. Like okay, she's just fast. she not, she don't really have technique, in her stride and everything. She's just fast, or he's just fast. You know what I'm saying? That's how it is in middle school as far as track. Now, high school is something different.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to get her involved in doing something. You know what I'm
Doing
saying? Try to,
something, man.
yeah,
Your kids
try to
don't
keep her
want to be
active.
active nowadays, though, bro.
Nah, man, nah. Because I remember we was always outside,
Right.
always outside. Man, matter of fact, me and Sam was talking about that the other day, man. But like, I don't know, it's kind of like a catch-22, man, because like how society is nowadays, and you got all these pedophiles, all these child people, these child predators out here and stuff like that.
Right.
I know they had them when we was young, but it's just like now everybody's aware of everything. We kind of like skeptical to leave kids outside. And then on top of that, kids don't want to go outside anyway.
Man, back in the day, you were outside all the time.
Oh yeah.
And like I wouldn't let Ayana go walk to a bus stop. You know how we back at home we rode the regular
we used to have to catch the city bus.
Yeah, we rode up we didn't have school buses unless you was on a basketball team or football team, you going to
That's
a
what I'm
game.
saying.
Only time I was ever on a school bus.
Right.
You know?
Right. Field trip, something. What's that? Freshman picnic, something like that. That's it. The only time I was on the school bus.
I don't know. I don't know what it is. Why are we too afraid now? That could be it too, with what you stated. I'm not taking that away from that, but I think that with this day and age, these kids just don't want to be as active as we were. They have their phones. They want to be on TikTok. They want to be on social media. They want to talk to each other on the phone. Like
that's a fact.
My daughter get ready. She could be getting ready for school. She already on the phone with her friend. You going to see her at school? What you on the phone with her for?
Oh yeah. That's what I'm like, man. Like, don't you see these people every day? Come on, man.
Right.
Like, that is a fact, man. Because my child, she does the same thing. Man, it even got so serious to where they all falling asleep on the phone.
How you pronounce her name?
Aliana.
Mm-hmm. That's close to Ayana.
I know. Well, see, look. The funny thing is, when me and her mom came up with her name, it was her favorite singer is Aaliyah, which means gifted one. I think Ayana means beautiful flower. It's funny because we told your dad that, and he knew it off the bat. I guess that's why. Cause I didn't know.
I'm gonna tell you why he knew the name off the bat. Because he's the one who inspired me to name her Ayana. Because if he ever had a daughter, he wanted her name to be Ayana.
Okay.
Yeah. So when I had my daughter, for respect for him, I named her Ayana, and her middle name is my mother's name, Claudette.
Okay. Claudette. Okay. Man, yeah, I that was funny when we say, yeah, I know what that means. You know what that means. And man, okay, don't get me wrong. I love talking to Unc, man, because Unc is just so like me and Kim got this little running inside joke. We call Unc the Mystic, man, because he just how you know how Unc be speaking, man.
Yeah, for sure. Don't make me
start
mimicking him.
Man, I'm like, and like, cause you know what that means. And he's just so smooth with it, man. Like that's why I love Unc. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's why everybody else like, why you talking to that, man? I was like, hey, man, that's my uncle. You better tell you, don't stop all that tripping.
Right.
We just put those two names together, Aaliyah and Ayana, and we came up with Aliana. And we thought it was unique until we started branching out, and then you got all these different types of spelling. Aliana, you know how? But
I never heard it until now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I thought it was like as common as. Well, you know what? I guess it ain't that common. Really, I could count on one hand how many times I done seen people with the name. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie. I thought we had like a 1-in-1 type of situation.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, that wasn't the case. But for short, and it's crazy because you call her Yaya, and I call Aliana Nana. That's just we used to call her Ali Red for a long time, and then one of her uncles started calling her Nana, because he was a baby too when she was born, and he couldn't pronounce the full Aliana, so he started calling her Nana, and Nana stuck.
Actually, when Ayana was a baby, Uncle Malik is the one who actually first started calling her Yaya.
And their uncles came up with their nicknames.
Yeah, him and I call her Yaya for the most part. Like her mom, all my family and friends on my side call her Yaya. I call her Ayana, you know.
I
said all
mama
my
call her?
friends call her Yaya on my side.
What her mom call her?
Her mom call her Ayana. Her mom call her Claudette.
Oh, come on.
Yeah.
No fun. No fun. Come on, you gotta play.
Yeah,
she gotta
man.
play along. She gotta play the game.
So her mom, so Ayana, I don't know if you know this, but Ayana is actually half Dominican. Her mom is Dominican. Yeah. So she's fluent in Spanish, right? And so Ayana, and that's why the name on IG is Yaya Papi, because Ayana never called me daddy, bro. She was calling me Abdul from age 1 to 1.5, almost 2. And ever since then it was Papi.
Really?
Yeah, she don't call me daddy at all.
And it's crazy, man. Every time I see her, man, she reminds me of Auntie Sugar.
Yeah.
I was like, man, she look like Auntie Sugar.
Sure.
But that's just,
my dad thinks she look like Aunt Ellis. And he sees
I can see that too. I can see that too.
Yeah.
I can see that too. Because all them, like, let's be honest, man. All them niggas look alike. All of them. You line them all up. They all look. I don't care. From the chocolatest one to the brightest one. All them niggas look alike.
Them jeans so strong on our daddy's side.
I'm telling you.
Them jeans so strong, bro.
I'm telling you, son. I'm like, just looking at it, I'm like, golly, bro. This don't make no sense.
Right.
Son.
I was showing her pictures of you and your daughter yesterday.
Okay.
She thought y'all looked alike too.
Yeah.
You can see it.
Oh, absolutely, man. Them jeans, they still reaching, son. I'm waiting to see what the next generation. I'm waiting. Okay, Aliana, if you watching, listening, or something, I'm waiting. I ain't trying to be no grandfather right now.
Oh hell no.
I'll wait. So, man, golly, son, that's crazy. It's crazy the similarities we uncovering right now, son. We just like, look at this. No.
And I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying stuff everywhere.
Oh, you know it, man. You know it.
You already know. Yeah, I got mine. I got these as a birthday gift last year. Got some. I ain't never throwing them away either. These little wine bottles with my Saint stuff. What we gonna do this year, though, man?
Huh?
What them boys gonna do this year, bro?
Man, look, dude. I'm just hoping to compete at this point, man. Because I'm looking at the draft.
Yeah.
I really don't know what Dennis Allen is doing. You know what I'm saying? I'm hoping he don't do us like the Raiders. I'm just because, I like Spencer Rattler. I've been watching Spencer Rattler for a long time since he was in high school. Yeah, so but we chose him in the draft, but we chose him instead of I think Jeremiah Trotter Jr. was still available. That's why I said I don't know what they're doing, man. I don't know what they see. But
one thing for sure, we're gonna ride with him.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, man. It was funny. I was riding with I was teaming up with a driver. We had to go do one of these because I also deliver another product that people need to keep their water clean. I can't really say it, but I can't really say much. But I was saying something along the lines of my Saints bag and this, that, and other. And he was like, "Oh, the one with the holes cut in it." And I had to stop and think, "Oh, yeah." I was like, "Oh, you talking shit?" I was like, "Oh, no, not that bag. We're gonna be a whole lot better than them doggone Texans or whatever." But I don't know. Texans looking good. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
Texans looking good. I'm getting a lot of flack out here already. And but
hold on real quick, JJ.
All right.
Should call Yaya out here, man, so she come say hi to you.
Good.
Ayana, come on, Yaya, come say hi to your cousin JJ.
Maggie, hey, what's up, cousin?
No, you gonna see them when they come out here.
Yeah, mine is the same way. Look, you gonna see they act just alike, son. Say hi to your cousin. Look, come right here, girl. Thank you, baby.
Call Ayana back. Go ahead. Ayana, come back. I'll meet your cousin.
We gonna see them when we go to Florida. Look at your cousin.
I don't see her.
You don't see her?
Oh, I kind of said, hey. How you doing?
Good.
Good.
You good? That's good.
Mm-hmm. She do her own hair and everything. All right, got my fit.
Yeah, Ayana doing that too. Man,
These yours, you want it
Ayana
back?
wanted to get her hair done last month, cuz.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, I got buku female friends, you know, and they could have told me that it costs for the hair too.
Oh yeah.
Ayana wanted them braids, some goddess braids, something, man. They hit me over the head.
Man, I'm telling you, that's why I be trying to tell people. I'm trying to tell the dudes in my bike club and all that. Like, y'all don't know all these expenses of having girls. It's like most of them, for the most part, they got girls. I mean, they got boys. They got young boys and young girls. They girls ain't even blossoming the hair done and all that stuff yet.
Right.
Man, we just took her hair down that she got done for. I think we had it done like before her birthday.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
man, I want to say that was like anyway from $150 to like $200. You know what I'm saying? Just to get the hair down. I was like, golly, man. I don't even remember.
The hair was $230 for the hairstyle. The hair was like another $40.
I believe it. I believe it. Girls is expensive, ladies and gentlemen. Girls is expensive.
Very expensive.
Hey man, let y'all know, man.
More expensive as they get older.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Man, talk about sweet 16s or you know what I'm saying, quinceañeras. Like, you know, we out here in Texas, so they have a lot of quinceañeras out here.
Yeah.
Man. And then, you know, because the how can I say it, man? And then the tradition, father of the bride got to pay for the wedding dress or the wedding. But I'm gonna let you know, my future son-in-law, I'm only paying for the dress. That is it. You ain't finna hit me over the head like that. Weddings is expensive, man.
I'm only paying for the dress, here.
I'm only paying for the dress, man. I mean, you talking, man. I heard horror stories, man. A couple of dudes at my job, man. Like, you know, I've been going to a couple of their weddings. You know, you talking like 10, 20 bands on a wedding, son. I'm like,
what?
Yeah, what is right? What is absolutely right? So, you know what I'm saying?
I gotta get ready for this quinceañera next year, man. Quinceañera. I told her, which one you gonna do? Because we ain't doing both.
That's what I'm saying. She trying to hit you over the head.
Chicken side. Which one is it? She said, I want the quinceañera. I said, I knew she was gonna pick the damn quinceañera. I said, you want the sweet 16 or the quinceañera?
Man, I don't know what it is. It's just they don't. When I hear about quinceañeras, I'm like, they don't seem fun. Because, you know, we grew up, and I think it was like MTV or BET, one of them, or maybe VH1, when they have the celebrity Sweet 16s and stuff, and you see how live their parties be.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I passed by a quinceañera, man. I'm like, man, that don't look fun at all, man. Everybody just standing around.
How long ago was that?
I just saw it in passing. It's probably like 2 years ago.
No.
I was on the road, and you know they were outside, and you could see they had a banner out there that said such and such quinceañera.
Man, they treat it like it's a homecoming court, man. They treat it like it's a wedding. I mean, it pretty much have the feel of a wedding / reception.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess it depends on each one.
So you ready for it? You ready for that?
Hell no, because another thing about the quinceañera is that she got to bring a date.
Oh, I ain't ready for that. Where's my?
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? It's a good way to segue into what we here for, man.
For sure.
It's a good way to segue into what we here for.
How you even processing that, man? Because I'm like, I know me, I'm on full go. Because I mean, we was boys, so we already know. So I'm like, why I'm already looking at these young men. I ain't gonna lie, son. When Aliana was about 1 or 2, and I see the, you know, little boys her same age sitting there staring at her, I'm like, what the hell you looking at, little nigga? You know, something like that. I'm like, what you staring at? Like, I'm defensive then, so man, you can just imagine how I'm like now. I'm like, get away from my baby, young blood. I'll beat you up.
Now, how do you deal with something like that today? How do you deal with something like that today?
I'm gonna act a fool. Let me see. Man, I really don't know, cuz I really don't know. I haven't I believe, and I really believe I done acted a fool so much, and I done portrayed, you know what I'm saying, an attitude so much. I think my child would be scared to bring a young man to meet me. She'll probably have a whole relationship in secret until she 18 or something like that.
Does she talk to you about any crushes she have or anything like that?
Sometimes, but really, most of the time she just be into her friends. That's why I say it'd be so much mess going on at that school, you know, and
Yeah.
you know, people be thinking she a punk or whatever, but I was like, nah. Her great grandmother sure wasn't no punk. Her mama not no punk.
Right.
And her grandmother's ain't no punk. So yeah, she ain't got no punk in her. So
Right.
really, her focus really haven't been boys. You know, she's like I said on a couple of other podcasts, she like money, and I think it's a good thing and a bad thing. And I hope it don't hinder her going forward. I hope she's not like, you know, so into her career that she doesn't slow down and actually one day decide to have a family, because
Yeah.
you know, she's always trying to do something to make something. So she's
That's
business, yeah, she's business driven, like, you know, like her mom and her dad. Because, you know, of course, I got Mental Game, you know, I got the podcast. Her
Right.
mom has SeriniTee Designs. Shout out to SeriniTee Designs. You know, she made my decals and stuff. And she also does shirts and all that other stuff. You know what I'm saying? But you know, so her growing up seeing us be like that, she's real business oriented. So I mean, sometimes, you know, I hear about, you know, I hear about it sometimes, but she hasn't come out and be like, oh, I like this boy, because I think she thinks I'm gonna act a plumb fool. So you know, so
Listen.
yeah, you just made me realize something, cuz maybe I need to chill out. Maybe, you know, maybe she.
I would say this is why I would say yeah, right? Because Ayana and I, we have a good relationship. Now she's my only child. She's her mom's oldest child.
Right.
So the time that I'm able to have with her and do things with her and talk to her about certain things, her mom may not have, just for the simple fact it's more kids. I'm just able to dedicate more time to her in that way, right?
Right.
But I try to be very transparent with her when it comes to things.
Mm-hmm.
For example, like we was having dinner a couple of weeks ago, man, sitting at the table, and they both, you know, both Ayana and your daughter, they're about to get ready to go to high school.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, Ayana, I said, you know, you could, when you was in elementary school, could you ever picture a fifth grader hollering at a second grader? She was like, no, Poppy, why would a fifth grader holler at a second grader? I said, yeah, right. But I say in high school, a senior will holler at a freshman. You know what I mean?
I'm sorry, man. I'm trying to be trying to keep it straight, man. I'm thinking, because I start thinking back to high school, and I done seen it. I done seen it with my own eyes.
Yeah. And the way these girls look nowadays and dressing nowadays, and with
Yes,
the
indeed.
TikTok and man, the things that they're into, like
scary, man. It's real scary out here.
Yeah. So I try to have an open relationship with her to where she will always feel comfortable coming to me and telling me about anything. And for the most part, we have that. You know, she'll come and tell me, because I'm an ask. See, that's the thing. That may be the difference between you and I and how you're choosing to go about it. I'm an ask. So who you liking now? What little boy who you like? You know what I mean?
I'm gonna have to start asking. I'm gonna have to start asking. For real.
For real, I got to know. Because I'm gonna, you know, it's our job, bro, to give them the game.
Absolutely.
So, right? And even from this standpoint, when you think about it, her mother's job is to teach them how to be a woman.
Right.
Our job is to show them what to expect from a man.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
I love that. I love that.
You have to be able to provide them to make sure they have good self-awareness.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they don't have any insecurities. And self-esteem issues and things like that. I would never want the first time my daughter to hear a man say "I love you" come from a man out there and not from me as her father.
Fact. Big fact.
You know what
Big
I mean?
fact. Big
So,
fact.
and that's real, you know. Like I try to make sure with Ayana, I try to make sure I teach her because it's like six in one hand, half a dozen in the other from this standpoint. I'm teaching her to be independent,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm also teaching her what to expect from a man. That there are things that I don't feel there's a, how can I put this? Some things I do believe is a man's job.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? If she get into a relationship, she will already know and understand I shouldn't be opening doors for myself if I'm standing here with her, man.
Absolutely.
I shouldn't be
Absolutely.
walking if we're walking in the street somewhere on the sidewalk, I shouldn't be walking on the outside
On
of
the
it.
outside, yeah.
You know what I mean? Things like that. So I try to teach her those things now. You know, so it's something that she'll be accustomed to and she'll have a standard.
Right. And that's what I'm teaching. That's what I'm teaching mine the same thing, man. Because I know I had to do a lot of that for my little sister. I had a little sister that everybody had their nose open for. So I don't know. I was always a bodyguard. You know what I'm
I don't
saying? When
know.
I came of age.
God knew what he was doing by not giving me and my brothers no sisters.
Man, I'm telling you, son.
I have 7 brothers all together.
Man, son. Bruh, it's not for the weak, son. It's not for the weak.
No, man. Me and like I said, shout out my brother Malik. Man, we used to joke all the time, especially when Ayana was younger. But God come to the door, we acting like Martin and Will and Bad Boy.
Man, look, I'm waiting for that. I'm waiting for that. I'm waiting for that moment. Like, bring it. Like, let's go. I'm waiting for
real, man. No, indeed, Lord.
it. I'm waiting for it. I'm like, hey, look, I'm waiting for Reggie to show up, son. Reggie, right. I'm waiting for you, son. Hey, look, come to my door.
Right.
We ready.
Straight up and down. You know, I don't play that. Not behind her.
But I feel you on that, because I feel like just, you know, that male figure in our young ladies' lives is very important, especially nowadays, man, because, you know, you wanna show her that so she's not misled. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, one day, you know, hopefully for most of us, you know, our children are gonna go off, and pray that they find the right man, you know, to marry and call it their own and start their own family. But, you know what I'm saying, we want to teach them right now the right way, so they don't get misled by one of these knuckleheads that, you know, don't really want anything for themselves or for anybody else, or, you know, for lack of a better phrase, lack of a better word, you know what I'm saying? That's my big thing. I don't, you know, I that's why I pour a lot of time and energy and effort into my child. Like, she's always, you know, I'm fortunate. You know, my child stays in the same house. I wake up every morning and I see her, and I'm able to be.
That's a blessing.
I'm able to be there every day. You know what I'm saying? I've been there, you know, like I tell everybody, I've been there since day one. I was there when she came out. I've been there since she came out the douchey. I'm still here. I've been here since, and I'm not going nowhere. And I make sure, you know, yeah. And I make sure she don't. I make sure she know that. And I'm like, I don't care how mad you get at me. I don't care how much you think you hate me and all this other stuff. Like, I'm always gonna be here for you. You know what I'm saying? I'm always gonna be in your corner. You know what I'm saying?
See, that's the thing, bro. That's what these kids need, especially a girl that, and we could attest to this, man. They need that consistency.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it is. Like yourself, bro. I've been in Ayana's life from day one. Now the thing is, in my situation, what was unique about it, because I would love to have been in the household with her every single day.
Absolutely.
Be able to have that. But one thing for sure, so me and my daughter-in-law, we split up when Ayana was like a year and a half. She's about to be 14. Every day since that day, I've had her 3 days a week. Her mom gets her 4 days a week.
Okay.
And so it's still about that consistency, because I knew one thing. Ayana's not going to grow up with a 2-parent household, but it doesn't seem that way to her. Ayana just look at it like, I've always had 2 houses. I've always had 2 of whatever. You know what I mean?
Man.
So That it's the consistency that they need, bro. That love, that consistency. Because you don't want them to go out there and get love and adulation out there. You don't want that.
Absolutely, because it's
You
gonna
don't
be the
want
wrong type. It's gonna come. It's
no,
gonna come
sure.
with something.
And I'm sure you and I both know girls and now women that we may have grown up with that dads wasn't in their lives.
Oh yeah,
And you can see
absolutely.
the effect of it. You know when a woman or a young lady came from a 2-parent household for sure.
Right. Absolutely. She ain't, well, and then she ain't taking no shit.
Right.
She ain't taking no shit. Well, see, mine, and I'll just go ahead and say it. Mine, I guess, in her early years, like she didn't have I'm gonna say she didn't have a great relationship with her dad, and it shows, but also, it's my relationship with my daughter. It's like it's appreciated because she didn't have that. So, she lets me know that what I'm doing, what I'm building with my child is something special, and I'm appreciative of that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's one of those things that keeps me going. But the thing for me, I wanted Aliana is the blessing because really right now we're at least supposed to have 4 kids. You know what I'm saying? But they didn't make it. Aliana would have been like that middle child or
Okay.
whatnot. But our other kids didn't make it. I just focus on her because I always wanted to be a dad. I look forward to that day where I wanted to be somebody's dad. Bring life into this world. You know what I mean?
And I wanted a daughter right away.
Oh, word.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Me and my daughter's mom, we always had to. I always knew what name she was gonna have. I knew I was gonna name Ayana. I knew I was gonna name her Claudette, and obviously my last name.
Mm-hmm.
But when we found out what we were having, bro, we never thought about a boy's name at all. We never even thought boy. I thought girl, and as soon as they confirmed that 3-month checkup, girl, boy, look here, call everybody, get them locked and loaded. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, indeed.
It just got real. Hold on, cuz.
All right.
Sorry about that, fam.
Oh, you all right?
Check on this. But yeah, man.
Give me a chance to grub a little bit.
For sure.
Man, I haven't eaten all day, man.
Even thought about a boy. And like being a girl dad, bro, it's like, obviously you can't help but thinking when you're dealing with women in your life and things like that, it just put a certain feminine side in you when you're a girl dad.
Mm-hmm.
Do things that they want to do. You know what I mean? Because for me in my situation, bro, I've dated women, right? But it was never someone that needed to step in and do anything for my daughter.
Right.
So I've been a single dad for the past 13 years. And there's certain things I had to learn to do.
Right.
But I had to embrace it all. You know what I mean? You had to embrace it all. Doing her hair and doing certain things with her, having certain conversations with her. Like
now was that something that like you had difficulty with, like, did it feel like, I guess what I'm asking, was it something that you had to force yourself to do?
No. No, I mean, as far as what?
As far as like the doing of the hair and like just the little feminine stuff, like, you know what I mean?
Nah, because to be honest with you, bro, like I was in love with being a girl dad. I still
Absolutely.
am.
Man.
I
Cousin
can't,
after my own heart right there.
Yeah, man. Like if a person who may follow me and people who really know me and know about me, they know she come first and last.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? There's no in between when it comes to that. People know the love that I have for her, and I'm just trying to be a good parent. Sometimes, Brian, I was telling this to my friend the other day. I kind of cringe when people point out, "Oh, you're a good dad. You're a good dad." You keep it like I'm not doing anything I'm not supposed to be doing.
Facts.
If I'm her parent, I'm responsible for her.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not doing anything I'm not supposed to be doing. Don't get me wrong. I have appreciation for the sentiment, but I'm not doing anything I'm not supposed to be doing.
Absolutely.
But it wasn't hard, JJ. Some things was challenging as far as the little styles and that. As she got a little older,
mm-hmm.
lifestyle's changed. You know what I mean? Like, she just now stopped letting me get in her head last year. Right? You know what I mean? Don't get me wrong, because she has to grow into herself.
Right,
She like,
absolutely.
I want to be able to do it. I said, oh, okay. You know, it kind of hurt a little bit, hurt my feelings. I ain't gonna lie. Shit, go ahead on, do your thing. I ain't mad at you. You know what I mean? So you think you got it like that now? So go ahead. So, but nah, man. It was never anything like force. You know, like I said, it's all I know. I don't know. I don't know anything about the boy that. I know if I would have had a son by now, I probably would have caved his chest in because we just raised different, raising boys. You know what I mean? It's just different.
But these kids be running their mouth nowadays, man.
Man, look at here.
They handed out 2-piece biscuits all day.
Right. Extra crispy.
Extra crispy.
You know what I'm saying?
With the hot sauce. You feel me?
Nah, man, it wasn't. Yeah, but to answer your question though, man, it wasn't anything that I ever looked at as challenging or tough. Because I've always tried to embrace it all, each day and each step. Because I don't know what it's like to. You and I both don't know what it's like to have a 15-year-old daughter. At some point, we will.
Oh yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? So each day brings its challenges. Don't get me wrong, but as long as you have that love and that consistency in their lives, man, I look forward to it all.
Absolutely, son. I think I was kind of prepared for it because I had a little sister.
Yeah.
Every now and again, every now and again,
you don't play about her.
Huh?
You don't play about her.
Oh, absolutely not. But I'm just talking about like just growing up, just like every now and again, the Barbie dolls and interfere, my WWE match and saying every now and again I had to eat some undercooked stuff from the easy bake oven.
From the easy bake oven.
Every now and again, every now and again I had to pull a decent ponytail. Every now and again, and just all that just came forward, with my child, saying she would interrupt my little my little program I'm watching on TV or something like that, or like like son, I might be in there playing the game, and I got a matter of fact, I got a picture.
You gotta stop. You gotta stop. I don't care what you're doing. You gotta stop.
Oh yeah, man. I stopped plenty times for tea parties. Man, I'm telling you. And many a time she done brought me a plate full of apples and plastic apples and oranges. I had to stop it. I had to stop and eat it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But it's just like, if you're not gonna do it, who gonna do it, man?
Yeah,
and going forward, man, it's just you just see what you can't help but be afraid for your kids nowadays, man, because you're looking forward. It's like we see it because we done already been through life. We see it like this, the world that that's being molded for our kids going forward, man. I'm afraid. You know what I'm saying? I'm low key.
And the thing is, man, nowadays, I'm sorry to cut you off.
No, you good. What's up?
But nowadays, man, it's like you got to have certain conversations with them earlier than what you may have wanted to have.
Yes,
you know
indeed.
What I mean?
Yes, indeed.
So I'm talking early. Like when Ayana was 12, this is how I knew my baby was naive, and it was time for me to be like, yeah, I know. It's time to start having some other conversations with her.
Absolutely.
I said, yeah, Ayana, she was talking about some song, man. And then the lyric of the song said something about a virgin. I said, Ayana, so you know what a virgin is? She's 12.
Lord.
Yeah. I have these conversations, JJ. I'm telling you.
Man, look, I remember you saying, I'm going to ask. I'm going to ask.
I'm ask. You know what a virgin is? Man, my baby looked me dead in my eye and said, yeah, Poppy, I know what a virgin is. I said, what is it? Oh, that's like a non-alcoholic drink. I said, oh, Lord. I said, damn, hold on, wait a minute. I like it.
Great answer. Man. Great answer, little cousin. Great answer. Wonderful.
But I had to, at some point I had to have certain conversations with her so she can have an understanding, man. And, with having a daughter is obviously, for you, I'm sure your lady take on this role in your child's life as far as talking to her about period and things like that.
Absolutely, man. Oh, man, I've been lost with that. I'm like, whoo.
Hey, man, I've had to do it, though, man. I had to do it. But for me, JJ, I can't just, and this is no slight to her mom or anything, but I'm just not going to, automatically assume that certain conversations are being had. Now,
Absolutely not. I feel you on that.
We good friends and everything, and we try to be on one accord. Because as the kids get older, they try to pin one against the other. Right. So we have to call each other. Yo, you know how y'all said this? You know how y'all said this? Is that true? You know, shit like that. Mm-hmm. But yeah, man, I had the conversation with her about a period probably when she was 11, and about 4 months after her and I having that initial conversation, it wound up happening where she had it for the first time. I never forget. I'm at home. I was living in this other townhouse at the time. She come running downstairs. Poppy, I think I have my period. Like, she wasn't nervous to talk to me about it. You know what I mean? Or anything like that. I had to get my ass up, get off the game. I think I probably was watching the game, watching somebody, watching the same thing. I had to get up, go run to Publix, get these pads. You know what I mean? Had to research and see which ones I'm supposed to get at this stage. Man, listen, I just try to embrace it all, man. I try to embrace it all because it's those kind of things, you know, they say that the girls, when they grow up, they're the ones that'll take care of their dads and their moms. Them boys in the homes.
Look, that's what I'm like.
I ain't trying to go to no home.
That's a running joke. That's a running joke right now with me and her. I'm like, what? You mad at me? What? You gonna put me in a home when I get old? Like, no, you gonna live in my house. I was like, okay, thank you.
I just, man, look. But yeah, man, I think all those things are important, man. You gotta be able to have uncomfortable conversations at times. Absolutely. And for us as dads, you know, again, for me, I have to be that way, man. Mm-hmm. I have to be that way. It's a necessity for me to be that way. I have to be transparent. I have to be consistent. I have to be real with her. Mm-hmm. You know, I can't, sugarcoat shit with her. I try to make her know and understand, like, and she's a kind-hearted person. You know, mm-hmm. she's a good kid. I'm not just saying it because she's my child, but she really is a good kid. Mm-hmm. Anyone who knows her could attest to that. But I don't want her to be so naive to the things of this world, and for her to know and understand, like, even though you may be this way, you can't just expect someone to be that way to you in return. You have to know how to do it. You know?
Yeah, I have the same conversations. Like, really, like you said, you hit the nail right on the head, man. Terica, for the most part, her mom, she has those, like, most of the uncomfortable conversations. A lot of the conversations I have with her involve kind of like the same thing what you said, like just navigating people. You know what I'm saying? And one of the main things I tell her, you know what I'm saying, if somebody shows you who they are, believe them. They act out with you, they do this, they do that. Yeah. Hey, believe that. You know what I'm saying? I just those little, I try to give her these little cheat codes to, just navigating people. Cause, I tell her all the time, I said, you never know. I said, I only have like maybe 3 friends from high school and 1 from middle school that I still talk to this day. Mm-hmm. And I like in that, what I'm telling you is like people grow and change. I said, you might have this friend and she's your best friend and you feel like y'all gonna be friends forever. But people grow and change. You never know. Old girl might hit puberty and she gonna start acting different. Right. You know what I'm saying? Old dude, he gonna hit puberty, he gonna start acting different. It's just, I said, that's what people do. People grow and change, and you just got to know how to navigate them. And trying to give it a little, give her a little bit of game. A lot of the stuff some of the game I want her to get and formulate on her own. That way, because she remember it better that way. Yeah. But that's all, man. I'm just like, just like any other dad. I'm just trying to be hopefully, any other dad is trying to be the best that they can be. You know what I'm saying? That's all.
Bro, at the end of the day, that's all we can strive to be. We're not in competition with nobody. You know what I mean? We're not doing this shit for praise and adulation. Like I said, we're doing it. We're supposed to be doing it, man.
Mm-hmm. I'm doing like I tell her, I'm doing you a service.
You know what I'm saying?
What's that Denzel said? I got a responsibility to you.
Right.
That's my, because I take care of you because you're my responsibility.
Right.
But you know what I'm saying? But I just I mean, is there anything, any recommendations that you would have for, our fellow girl dads out there? You know what I'm saying? Like you got some out there that, they having a guy I work with. I include Sam in that girl dad thing now, even though he does have a boy, but Jamar's older, but he's starting over with this fresh new girl, and it changed his whole little, it flipped his world upside down. But you know what I'm saying, just what advice would you give? Just anything different as far as with me, I make sure, kind of like touching on what you said, I make sure like any love, any affection that she gets is gonna come from me first. That just like you said. Any other advice that you would give to these, future and fellow, or even younger, new girl dads? What kind of advice would you give to them?
First of all, I would say this here. Understand that your kids, they see better than they hear.
Oh yeah.
They're gonna watch everything you do. Everything that you do, they're watching it.
Perfectly said, bro.
Come to know when obviously I have a daughter, but I have nephews, I have cousins, I have friends that have boys.
Mm-hmm.
Girls pay more than boys. So know and understand that. So they're definitely watching what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
I think obviously, like I said, consistency, being consistent in their lives, raising them the right way, making sure they understand, like when you leave out of this door, you're a representation of me. You need to leave out of here with love, respect, integrity, accountability. You know what I mean? That's something I try to teach Ayana a lot. I'm big on accountability. The person that don't have accountability, they'll never understand the error in their ways.
Man, quote that, man.
So,
frame that one.
That's real.
Yes, indeed.
Real.
We had an episode, a podcast episode on accountability, and why it's very, 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 very important. You know what I'm saying, and you know what I'm saying, who we hold accountable, and the number one person you should hold accountable should always be yourself.
For sure.
I agree with that wholeheartedly, man. You said that perfectly.
Yeah, man. So that's what I would say, man. Embrace every day, embrace every moment, because tomorrow's not promised.
Mm-hmm.
And you leave a lasting impression on your daughter, man, that's going to set her up for life when it comes to matters of the heart, when it comes to her self-esteem, her self-love.
Mm-hmm.
All of those things are important, man.
Absolutely.
I mean, shout out to the boy dads, man, but ain't nothing, absolutely nothing like being a girl dad.
Man, it's fun, man. I tell everybody, my child's been a comedian ever since she was 6 months old. Well, no, about 2 months old. She's been a comedian. She was a nonverbal comedian, but she was a comedian.
Mm-hmm.
And even now, man, that child is still funny. She's still funny, and there's never, I'm always running to get home, when I get off work, because man, that child there, man, that's these girls are our world, man. I can tell.
Yeah.
And I've always, I ain't gonna lie to you, because I know we don't talk every day, but I have always admired you for how you interact with your child, man, and just the man that I've seen you grow up to be yourself. So shout out to you, my fellow girl dad and my cousin. But you know what I'm saying, I just admire everything that you do. I kind of, I'm I'm a few years behind you, so. I'm kind of following your example, in a way. But
I appreciate
ain't no problem.
we haven't, we don't speak much. Appreciate you always checking on me. Like if a storm coming, I know you check on me. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
The time we saw each other was at our grandmother's funeral.
Yes. And that's gonna change, man. I promise. I'm it's my thing. We got my mom. She has a timeshare out there in Florida, so I'm out there. I'm telling you, I'm out there. I'm out there every year. That's like my favorite place to be, especially since next year they opening that new park. I'm gonna be out there next year too.
Coming out here for that?
Oh, you know it, son. But after that, I'm gonna take a break on Florida. We're gonna try to go see some other theme parks, but I will be back. I would be
Yeah.
back. Florida's my happy place, man. Maybe it's because my cousin's energies
I've been out here
was
too
over there.
long.
Huh?
I feel like I've been out here too long now.
Man, I hear you. I hear you. At one point in time, I was thinking about moving to Florida, but you know what I'm saying? The little lady, she stopped me.
I came out here after Katrina, actually.
Man, and y'all been out there ever since?
Yeah, I've been out here ever
I
since,
don't know why.
man.
I don't know why I thought y'all was elsewhere.
Nah, man, I was out here. So, quick story. So when Katrina happened, I was down there for that.
Okay.
I was with Dad at the time. We were staying in the 7 Wall off of Lap Roach. And we get caught up in the storm or whatever. We go to the interstate. It took a while to navigate through them damn waters getting to the island. So they weren't letting anyone in the Superdome or whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we on the interstate for about 5 days, JJ. They come and get us, and they send everybody to the airport. I mean, everybody that been through Katrina that's probably going to see this probably have similar stories getting brought to the airport. They just started shipping you out on a plane. Now, they telling us we going to Houston, right?
Right.
We like, ooh, we got Uncle Mike out there in Houston.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So, man, that flight, a normal flight from New Orleans to Houston should be no more than 45 minutes. Man, that flight was like 3.5 hours, man.
I mean, y'all was making all kinds of like, oh no, we gotta go this way. That is petrol.
Get off the plane. There's a bunch of people with signs in our face. Hi, welcome to Utah. We're like, Utah?
Oh my! You see, yeah, that's what they told.
Bro, when I tell you, it's actually a documentary. Master P produced this probably back in 07, 08.
Mm-hmm.
I was working a job one day, man. Somebody was like, man, I saw you in a documentary. I'm like, you didn't see me in no documentary. They're like, yeah.
I ain't signed off on that.
Right, I ain't signed off on nothing. It was like, oh no, it was about the people that went to Utah from Katrina. I was like, oh. So yeah, it's called Desert Bayou, man. Check it out when you get a chance.
What's it called? What's it called again?
Desert Bayou.
Desert Bayou. We'll check that out.
Yeah. It's about the 600 of us that went out there to Utah and the things we had to face living on the government compound with the racism and all. It's crazy, man. You got to check it out.
I'm putting it in my movie list right now.
Yeah, man. I came down here to Florida in October of 05, I want to say. Met my daughter, mom in 06.
Mm-hmm.
We was together about 4.5, almost 5 years, and Ayana was born that last year in 2010.
So put the little stamp on the envelope.
Oh yeah.
I got
going nowhere, man. Nothing wrong with the things I decided to do, like with my modeling and trying to do some acting. I did some commercials and shit like that out here with that. I just could never give up them 3 days a week, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, JJ. It was hard.
I got you. Oh, you ain't gotta explain it to me. I know.
Yeah, as she gets older and older, the decision may come at some point to leave, but I'm sure she would want to leave with me if I'm being totally honest.
Absolutely. It's like, I'm going with my dad. I'm sorry, look, I can't do it. I can't do much without my father.
But yeah, man, I've been out here ever since.
For sure. Same here, son. Like I came out here to Houston. My dad was gonna stay. I still remember, quick little funny story. We were sitting there watching it. We were sitting there watching the news, man. Like, they had just canceled, I'm kind of mad about it because that was gonna be my debut game, Jamboree, when I was, of course I played football for Eastern. That was my debut game, man. Coach had made it.
You on the team my senior year?
No.
Oh, you didn't play that year?
Nah, I didn't play that year. Nah, I came in. I don't know what happened because it was because of Coach Green. I went to Eastern, so I was supposed to play my freshman year, but I think something got lost in translation, and then he was like, "Look, tryouts next year, try out, and try it out, wild them." And I was on the team instant. I was like a shoe-in for the team. I was like one of the only sophomores that dressed up. You know what I'm saying, for that Jamboree game. And it got canceled because I was like, man, this storm must be pretty bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was like, I sat there, I'm sitting there with my dad watching the news, right? I had just got a cell phone. That's like my first year with a cell phone. And my mom calls me. She's like, hey, how you doing? How far y'all out? Or whatever. I said, oh, we at the house or whatever. And she's like, what? It's a Category 5 hurricane. What y'all doing at the house? I said, Daddy said we gonna ride it out. And I was like, pause if needed. She was like, let me talk to your dad. All I know is I handed my dad the phone. He talked to my mom. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. All right. All right. He handed me the phone back. And she was like, and I forget what she said. And then my dad was like, go pack you a bag. I don't know, like still to this day. To this day, I don't know what my mama told my daddy.
Right.
But we was out that house, I'm telling you, within 20 minutes. I'm gonna put it like this. Fast
Uncle Johnny was still living in the East?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, y'all boy. How y'all got out of the East?
Man, look.
The old East.
I'm glad my mama called when she did, son, because we would have been in a bad way. You hear me? A bad way out there, man.
I already know.
Man, but shout out to Mom. Shout out to Dad too for getting us out of there. We sat and at least, it only take from New Orleans to Houston, it only take about 4 or 5 hours, man. We was in about 12 to 14 hours of traffic.
Dang.
Trying to get to Houston, man. But I've been here ever since, man.
Yeah, man.
Been here ever since.
It's not bad though, man. I go home every so often for Mardi Gras, just to go, unfortunately for funerals.
Yeah, unfortunately. I do the same, man. I need to get back there on Mardi Gras. I kind of,
I took Ayana out there for Mardi Gras.
I'm scared too, man.
She was 9 and when she was 12.
I'm scared too, man. I'm scared too. Because they was kind of wild in these past 2 years at Mardi Gras, man. Yeah. I'm kind of scared. I ain't gonna lie to you.
No, I feel you on that.
You know what I'm saying? So I maybe next year. Because I think I want to say they might be out that week. Even if I just take her out there for a weekend or something, just so she can experience some of that New Orleans culture that's in her blood. Because she already got the spicy food.
Ayana loves it, and of course she loves the food I like because I'm a cook when I'm a cook. You know what I mean? And she's spoiled. You know what I mean? I tell Ayana all the time, see, she kind of shit you eating.
It's not spoiled because she's loved. She's very, very loved. We hit the overflow button on the love, man.
Yeah, man.
That's all it is.
We probably tell them 100 times a damn day.
You just gotta. She just loved, man. That's. I just gotta attribute it to that because if that's the case, mine's spoiled too. Because man, she's spoiled, but she properly cultured because she lives to Diddy too.
Oh yeah. Bro, let me tell you something. Last year for Christmas, so Ayana been stopped asking for toys and shit. Like maybe when she turned 12, the toys and stuff. There was no toys on the Christmas list. But I also told her as a lesson to her, you know what I mean? Like you got to stop writing these Christmas lists. First of all, there's no Santa Claus. That's number one.
You gotta stop writing. Actually, Abdul was like, I ain't let that white man take credit for what I do. What I pay for.
No credit. You ain't coming down no damn chimney. I don't even have a chimney. You know what I mean? So listen, man. I told her at the end of the day, you just have to have an appreciation for what someone choose to get you.
Absolutely.
Like my mom always taught us, man, it was enough that someone thought enough of you to get you something, to get you anything.
Right.
So whatever someone choose to get you, be appreciative of that, whatever that is. This your last year before a Christmas list. I'm sorry. Boy, she went out with a damn bang. This girl had an Excel spreadsheet. I gotta send it to you, bro. It was like a 8-page thing.
With pictures and all that.
Man, had the pictures, it was a bunch of girly stuff. Some kind of damn face roller thing that you put in the fridge.
Oh my gosh! Yes.
Mini fridge, like these young ladies. That's what I'm saying, man. These young girls in today's society, they too worried about their appearance.
Yes.
From this standpoint, like you're young, you're not going to need no damn makeup and eyelashes, and you're not going to grow old no time soon. First of all, you're black.
Yeah.
So it's already in you. Even when you grow old, you won't look old.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, like, man, but again, we have to monitor how much they're on these things, man. Social media has a big influence on them.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Because that's I call it a funnel, a society funnel.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Everything that we are, that we had to go out to encounter is right there. It's all coming through that little avenue, man.
Yeah,
So
man.
yeah, it's a society funnel. Whatever society wants to push, man, they gonna put it on social media. And I low key hate it, but for me as a business owner, that's how I gotta advertise, and but I gotta do what I gotta do. What can I say? You know what I'm saying?
No doubt.
But as far as Aliana, she's real frugal, man. She got that. She definitely got that from me. Her thing is, man, she likes thrift stores and dollar stores. Thrift stores, dollar stores, and Five Below. Five Below is her favorite, man.
Bro. Five Below comes from the clutch.
I'm telling you, I see all that stuff you was talking about, the roller. Yeah, Five Below.
Yeah.
Five Below.
Yeah.
Hey, thank you, whoever created Five Below, even though it's Five Below Plus now. Same thing with the Dollar Tree.
They got a section that says above $5.
Yeah.
Well, y'all need to change y'all damn name because that ain't.
Yeah, that ain't right. That's false advertising. Y'all need to shut down. I'm telling you. Like, but I mean, you still get decent. I don't want to say quality stuff. You still get decent stuff from there. Like, that's like our main little shopping spot before we go on a trip or something, and we need like, some last minute waterproof cases, some chargers or something like that. I love Five Below and Dollar Tree, man. They got the best snack zones. Like, better than the grocery store. So that's why I mess with Five Below. Five Below snack zone. And then, you know what I'm saying, when I came back from Universal Studios one year and people was asking for Harry Potter souvenirs, I just went to Five Below. I'm going to put the cat's out of the bag on that. Like, yeah, man, if y'all knew how much them souvenirs at Universal Studios cost, man, you'll understand why I went to Five Below to get your souvenirs. But it's like my cousin said, just the fact that somebody thought about you to get you something.
Right, that's enough. That's enough.
Take a page out your book, cuz.
Hey, man. You got to have an appreciation, man.
Absolutely.
That's why I tell y'all, you have to appreciate the accomplishments. Like, when you set out to do something, that's the only way you're going to have gratitude for
Absolutely.
it. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
That's the only way you're going to have gratitude because you know the work that you put in.
Mm-hmm.
I tell y'all all the time, we're going to be out here with this volleyball, but please don't mistake habit for hard work. Just because you continuously do some shit over and over again, that don't mean you're working hard.
Right.
That just means it has now become a habit.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I can't wait to see all of the great things that she's gonna do, man. Like, I'm excited for you. Just like, man, I can't wait to see it. I love to see it, man. Just like these father-daughter bonds, man, because like I said, what I'm saying, my wifey in there, she she wasn't real close with her dad. And I know like, I'm pretty sure a bunch too out there, a lot of women weren't really close to their dad, or dad just wasn't there and stuff like that.
I don't know what it was about us 80s babies, 80s, early 90s babies, man. The fathers back then, luckily for a handful of us, we knew our dads was in our lives.
Right.
I feel like people I grew up with, man, that didn't have their dads in their lives, man. Yeah, man. And to be honest with you, like, I can honestly say, though, because the thing about social media, it makes you forget how long you haven't physically been around someone and seen someone.
Right.
So you see it through this prism, right? And like you said, we haven't seen each other in a couple of years. When was that? When was Nana's funeral? 21?
Yeah, 21.
Yeah, but you never know how long you haven't been around someone.
Right. Now you don't. Now you don't. Because, I mean, it was like, looking at you in that moment, it was like, it felt like no time had passed.
I know. I felt the same way.
Mm-hmm.
I felt the same way. But, man, it's like, the thing with Well, what I see though, I can honestly say, the guys that I know that I went to school with, man, some great fathers. Some great fathers.
Same here. Like that's what I don't get, man. And I don't, maybe that's the hard. I hate to say maybe that's the hard times we needed to get to where we are. I hate to say that.
Yeah.
Because that's the thing. Because I know there's that saying out there: strong men create weak men because the strong men create easy times. And I hate that, man. I hate that. I hate that it have to be like that. But it do in a few whatever's, man. It kind of feel like it's kind of true. But I'm like you. I know like a lot of people that I was clicked up with that I'm friends with still to this day. They great fathers, and they got a bunch. Some of them got a bunch of kids. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I ain't trying to put them out there like that. But like once you get past 6, man, like you got a bunch of kids, buddy. Like there's a lot.
you got to start in 5 man.
For real, man. You got bench warmers and everything, man. You got a 6th man on your squad. What?
Oh man.
Nah, but I think let me see. Can we go ahead and go, cuzzo? But I just want to leave everybody with this, man. Shout out to the girl dads out there, man. Like my cousin said, we ain't putting the boy dads to the side, man. But this is what we talking about. This is our shit. Right. You know what I'm saying? But like, just want to just continue to encourage everybody. Just let everybody know your current situation isn't your final destination, man. If your heart's still ticking, you still kicking, man. You all right. You know what I'm saying? Like, just want to let everybody know, man, we love y'all. We appreciate y'all. I appreciate all the people that's listening and watching. Put time to the side to sit here and listen and chime into my podcast, man. We appreciate y'all. We love y'all. You got anything to say, cuzzo, before we leave?
Hey, man, just appreciate you bringing me on the podcast.
Oh, ain't no deal. Ain't no
problem. Out there, man. I love you, cuz. You already know what it is. Ever want me back on, man, just hit my line. You already know what it is.
For sure. Hey, look, I'm going to hold you to that, cuz I'm going to call you.
Hey, man, it's not.
I appreciate that.
It's all love.
All right. Hold on. Well, I was going to say something. I had something to say. I just... Nah, but, hey, y'all remember, always stay focused, never foolish, and all that good stuff. And guess what? We out.